From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Stroud looks to throw on the first play. And this is dropped.
Man, I wish he would have taken the outside release.
Big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of him.
Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose.
Tried to throw that away.
Recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defense.
I had square as well.
They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a
I had him.
though, because they can't afford to
I looked away too soon.
To the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers?
Hit.
The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
We're calling a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Chiefs at 11-4 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. And he takes this just a few
How in the world
red zone before going out.
was Petrie not out there? This joker ran inside.
Yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
This is caught.
Bro, I spammed triangle. I literally spammed triangle. I knew he was going to throw it. How in the world do they not let the linebacker jump right there? That's crazy.
He can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a 1st down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They go play fake. Mahomes steps away. And he will take it on in.
I tried to move down, but I thought my outside guy right there would make a play.
And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever
get that out to where he can keep running.
When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive. And I think the ball's out.
I was trying to step out. I had somebody open, it just his symbol turned away, so I couldn't tell who he was.
He's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built
I
up
didn't want
with
to
your
take a
team
guess.
to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
2 drives.
Everybody was bunched.
Game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the
So I hate playing tired.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
Terribly.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard
Scheming
line.
terribly.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, as the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync, are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Couldn't get free.
This will be stopped about 2 yards.
I don't know how somebody can hold you like that when you're running straight and they hold you and take you out of position.
Last week in the win over Chicago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
How do I not have any audibles?
Here's Pacheco headed right.
Good stuff.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Ooh, I was having to take a guess on which one he was going to throw it to.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted.
Guess right.
Out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
This will be fielded at the 17. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Texans will take over.
Mm-hmm.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Jesus Christ.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Linebacker just comes straight through the gap.
100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. You talk about this Chiefs defense.
Be bucking up roads. I think this is, cuz.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
I threw it too. Circle was wide open.
On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man.
Lucky.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack.
Get out of bounds.
Gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Nothing doing.
To get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed down him quick.
Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Hewitt.
Get what you can right there.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Stroud working out of the gun.
Oh my goodness. What happened, D-line? I tossed that too. I was tossing that up the circle. This D-line is goated right now.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
I think as he began this throw,
they're going to get that up.
The area was congested. but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this pass broken up.
Good stuff, fellas.
Well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Stroud going to bat it forward on the touch pass. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Pass taken in.
Big fella.
And they're going to have this across
saving us again.
Inside the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
What the world?
Now Stroud. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there.
Freaking O-line, give me time. I knew he was going to bite.
I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. They'll run on 1st down. Hewitt. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Just check my audibles.
Here's Stroud. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Stroud to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Shoot.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Boy, as we look down in the field, you can just see how a play like that changes momentum. Look, one side hooting and hollering, getting the big block, and the other side obviously dejected.
And since you mentioned momentum, few plays can change momentum as quickly as a blocked field goal. Big-time play there. Now let's see if they can capitalize on it and turn the fortunes in their direction.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Throwing now is Stroud. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at the 25.
My left guard is getting absolutely whooped.
They were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right.
That's a good throw. Good throw.
Touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Bro.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute.
Ain't no freaking way. That's crazy.
Stroud looking to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
That's crazy. Absolutely 0 time.
And Stroud now to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
How is that the pass that happens?
Interception there. And Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make
that's a crazy pass to throw right there.
Season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
From midfield, here's Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Worthy.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Put hands on him.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Mahomes again. And a quick throw here that's complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
I was expecting a run too. That's why I tried to pinch my linebackers in. I just thought he was trying to line it up.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Ooh.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Final play of the half, Stroud.
No need to throw any interceptions. Just let the time in.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a
Corner I was open
presentation of EA Sports.
It was just like, let's see what happens out here. Okay. So he really ain't even got a blitz. This D-line is doing whatever it wants.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Come on, fellas. Intercept that.
Adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Stroud. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Trying to cut that up.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hewitt, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Hewitt. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And they'll go on the ground.
And this is not going to work as planned. It'll be blown up behind the line.
Well, we
tried
saw a
it.
lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Right back to him on first down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown,
good drive.
Houston.
We'll take it.
It's
He got in there.
His first touchdown on the year.
They're not.
And the Texans get a bit
Oh, he got
closer.
it.
Fairbairn
Oh, I smoked
with
it.
the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jalen Carter in there to get him, and on the season now, that
Holy
is 9
cow.
sacks for him.
I just realized I still had that on. Jesus Christ.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. Throwing the
I was not ready. I was trying to get on Harris. Good quick snap right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he is swallowed up.
Make him fumble next time.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win.
Glad I put him on the blitz right there because he was about to go into coverage. Surprised he didn't wait and throw the drag.
That's how you end up winning it.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter.
From the 20, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Now a handoff up the middle. Hewitt.
And this will be a Texans 1st down as the tackle made at the 26-yard line.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
And that is
Stroud. The heck?
They're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that.
That's there. He just makes the throw.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now a give right side. Hewitt.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
That joker there got off that tackle clean.
There you force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And this offense on 3rd down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Stroud out of the gun here.
Got a man, it's Brown. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Up the middle they go. Hewitt, and he's dropped just before.
Just hold your block, man. That's an easy 1st down.
Leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Able to find the open man.
Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let them get a hit stick.
1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
We saw that.
Oh, I thought he was about to seal that block. I was trying to cut off of that block right there. That would have been clean.
Right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Stroud.
Open man.
Get there, big fella.
Johnson.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Juwan Johnson
with career touchdown.
Oh, shoot. I do got to go for 2.
Texans have made it a 1-score game
Well,
again.
dang.
Here in the 4th.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot
Shoot.
receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
And no,
Threw it too soon.
so the 2-point conversion.
Threw it too soon. And he threw it inside.
A 5-point the kickoff.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped.
Now, Madden, can y'all give me some love with a few interceptions or something? Like, what's going on, man? Y'all gave him the fumbles. Can a brother get an interception?
Offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points.
Good pursuit right there, because I was completely blocked.
High percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Second and 7.
Mahomes going to throw.
That's into the hands of Worthy.
That joke is fast.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Man, I thought I was on the way over there. I was getting hit by somebody.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And in this situation with a lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Oh, I didn't see him right there. I thought that was a lineman.
Too shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn yet another first down.
Dang it, had him.
They decided not to run for it, and he's able to escape the pressure, finds a clear throwing lane outside the pocket, gets the completion, and picks up the first down.
Good stuff.
That one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Got picked up. Get there, Harris.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
A little juke.
Bro, what?
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15.
I wasn't even close to him, and they gave me a hit contact right there.
He was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Hello, world.
Just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. A give right
oh, shoot. What's up, you're one footballer? Welcome to the stream, man. Don't think I've seen your name before. Gotta love Boom Take, man. How many was that? Is that 3?
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
1, 2, 1 at his feet. Really 2 were hitting him. 1 at his feet.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker
Calls.
on to kick it away.
That's hilarious. Man, that third down lob to the tight end, that really hurt us.
To the 30-yard line.
Man, Boom Tech is trash, Senio. Trash. You see that? That Joker running into huge humans, bounces off of them, and then keeps going. That's crazy.
Here's Stroud.
I couldn't even get a throw off. I seen X.
Collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got
Pressure coming, and they got him once again.
That's been the tail of the game right there.
Losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
I've had absolutely 0 time to throw. Look, that dude's been killing my left guard. Absolutely killing him. My O-line is low rated though, so kind of expected, but.
It's 3rd and long. Stroud.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here.
I wasn't even paying attention to the time.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Connected with Johnson. And he will have the conversion on 4th down. He's out of bounds as well.
They give me the clock stoppage.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Stroud to throw it. That's caught by Johnson.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts.
Throw it over the top of a linebacker. He's going to stand there. L1 that Joker.
Here you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big
I knew he was
pass plays
blitzing,
there.
so
Bend but don't break, but are they
all I
bending
could really
too
do
much?
is just
I think that they are.
toss it up.
It'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now Stroud.
And that will be incomplete.
I'm glad he dropped that one. Would have had to burn my last time out.
a lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Just need you to hold him right there. That's all I need you to do.
Stroud looking to throw.
And this one taken in on the right sideline.
Come on, bro.
They say it's incomplete. The throw led
What
a
we
little
doing?
too far. It brings up 3rd down.
What we doing?
Coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here goes Stroud again.
Pressure comes and down he goes.
Toss one more up.
Whistles and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. Fourth down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. He's going to float
No,
this
shoot.
one deep right side.
Of course I get hit.
And that will be incomplete. As time has
Well, GG's. I got 0 breaks that game, man. I think Stroud had 3 fumbles. One was on the sideline, though. Trying to step out. I didn't step out fast enough. Got blew up. I think he had 3 fumbles. Look at that. Woo! 26 can't come fast enough. Did had an interception. What was the interception? Yeah, I threw basically his option route, streak or post, to the tight end, and he sailed it. Mellon wasn't even on the guy, and he sailed it straight over there to him. Just a bad pass. I don't know. Maybe it was the pressure because he got hit so much, but he ended up selling multiple passes. I had another one that probably wouldn't have been a touchdown, but a post route to Tank that was just like 10 yards away, but it was a blue pass. Like, it was crazy. But anyway, 15-72. Most of that came in the second half because first half, that's how I do when I'm tired. I just throw a lot, which is weird. You think I'd run a lot, but I don't. Johnson was eating, caught some tough passes. Got away with one that could have been an interception for sure over the middle, but he was eating. Good game by him. Gave up 6 sacks. So that lets you know it wasn't like just me holding the rock and moving around the pocket or whatever, something like that. 6 of them, that's crazy work. And this dude gave up 4 by himself. He ain't rated high though, but I knew going into the season I had a bad O-line, but this was by far their worst game. But 96 overall team. I mean, kind of expect that. 9 by Croft. Bullock had a decent game. Good game by Croft, though. 7 tackles for a loss. We only had 1 sack. Stingley had the 1 interception, which was just a deep bomb he tried down the right sideline. No forced fumbles, no defensive tutties. On the flip side, 3 fumbles. I told you I thought I had 3 fumbles. And 1 fumble recovery, which was I think that's what gave him 17 points or whatever the score was at that time. I think it was 17. But anyway, that's why I hate playing late. I scheme horribly. Late games or early games, man, I can't play them. I scheme horribly. The heck is this? Team pass. Somebody doing no team pass? So, fun fact, check this out. Got a skill point. Scrambler's the last one left. I can't upgrade it. Doesn't matter anyway, but it's interesting. I've never seen that. I've never seen it deny a, whatchamacallit. Man, throat killing me. I've never seen it deny a upgrade. All right, so, watch this. Another fun fact. Watch. Upgrade all players. 1 player was upgraded. He still ain't upgraded though. I mean, he's 99 overall, so. But that's the only way to get rid of it in the menu is to say upgrade all, but he's not really upgraded. All right, so Minnesota Feds last game. Look at that, 99 offense, 95 defense. That's insane. Oh man, that defense showed up too. All right, so 13-3. That probably locks in VD for the 1 seed because I think he's getting the sim this week and next week. So that's 15-2 on the season. And the 3 seed is going to be either me, Cleveland, the 2 seed, me, Cleveland, maybe Kansas City after next week. Depends on if I beat Feds or not. So we'll see a potential switch up here. I think CEO has 2 more sims. I'm pretty sure he has a sim this week and next week. So I think these 2 are going to be locked at 1 and 2. So I'll probably be locked at 3 then, because the Jets can't catch up to my record, and we didn't play a head-to-head. So that pretty much locks up the AFC side. Dolphins will end up being out. Excuse me. Let's see. Dolphins will be out, and who will get in? Potentially Baltimore, Vegas, or Jacksonville will be in. So that's going to be the decider for the 7th seed, because Miami's going to have 2 losses to finish the season, so they'll be 9 and 8. And I think Baltimore gets a sim, I think, this week, so 9 and 7, and I don't know who he plays next week. I don't know about Strange or VD's games. But anyway, I think Miami will be out. Well, we'll see. So anyway, appreciate y'all joining. Catch y'all on the flip.